I had a good news that we are almost finished, but the good news is that I'm in science, but you will not hear very complicated science here. Actually, I'm sitting exactly in the middle of these two branches that seem to be repellent. This is like the art, culture people, and this is like pure science people. So actually, I'm sitting exactly in the middle. So I'm a very, very fresh Humphrey alumni. I just arrived Egypt 1 month ago, so I'm still in the reverse culture talk period. And I'm presenting about some insights about my Humphrey year. My name is Mariam Shokralla. I have been awarded Humphrey Fellowship 2014-2015, and I have been affiliated with Emory University, Atlanta, Georgia. So basically, I'm a pharmacist by training, and I graduated 2006, Cairo University, and I have been affiliated with Emory University, Rollins School of Public Health. Did anyone know what is public health? So public health is actually what we are so much missing in Egypt, which is not the clinical part of medicine or health. It's mainly about the health of the population, the management, the economics, the societal part of health, how we can communicate effectively with people, how we can communicate right messages to right people in the right time to change their behavior about their health. So actually this was my first international exposure ever, and my career started as a quality person, so I joined the regulatory authority of Egypt, which regulate medical device and pharmaceuticals and do policies about what should be in the market, what shouldn't be, and the good manufacturing practices of these products. And I mainly specialized in the regulatory of medical device, which is like syringes, dialyzers, stuff like that. So actually I designed my program different. I didn't want to get very basic science, but I just want to be crazy, to know new things, to explore new things. So I just discovered that 10 months is not enough to add a new science in your mind, like very technical part. So you just have to collect resources and really grasp the basic definitions of new sciences. So I explore new sciences that satisfy my general passion to knowledge, especially that I have a very controversial passion to science, and at the same time to sociology and psychology and counseling. So I have tried to find a way to combine both of them. So I gain a mindset and skills to use all my resources rather than gaining the exact deep technical knowledge, and find a new way to think. Go out of the box, which is exactly what you have done when culture and literature people were trying to think like scientists while they are listening to them, and what scientists trying to grasp when like literature and culture people were talking. So congratulations, you can think out of the box. So this is my journey. I started my passion in health policy and management, especially pharmaceutical health policies, and then medical device sector. Then I broadened my interest across my program into comparative health systems performance, which is, okay, what's the difference? How to compare the health system in Egypt with UK, with US? What's the good things here? What's the bad things here? Believe me or not, there are a lot of bad things in the health system in US, and there are a lot of good things in the health system in Egypt. Then I was powering my passion by basic sciences of epidemiology and global health and health economics. Health economics is, so health is a product, is to produce health to the population. It is a product. So how can you pay this product? How can you market this product? How can you create already this product? So that's exactly what I wanted to acquire from US, which is actually, in a quotation, health is not in their constitution as us. Health is, in US, is like a product that is to be produced, so we have to think about every aspect of the product, its creation, who provided, who paid for it, and what is its quality. So I immersed myself in research mentality and skills, which was new to me, and exploring public health programs. Public health programs like, okay, so every advertisement you see about family planning in the TV, this is what I mean public health. It's not to go to a physician to cure your disease. It's about how to change the mentality of the population for much better health for the population. I ended with a passion of global public health and research. And what I mean by global, do anyone know that we were having and talking about something called Ebola in Africa last year? So we all know about Ebola. So what seems to be affecting another part of the world, it can affect us so easily. So dealing with the crisis of Ebola in Africa, to stop it from reaching us to Egypt, this is what's called global health. This is what's called how to do policies to really contain every global issue relating to health. And it was the most rewarding year of my whole life so far. So I'm looking for more rewarding years actually. So my professional affiliation, so my academic one was in Emory, but my professional affiliation was with RAPS. RAPS was a Regulatory Affairs Professional Society. It is a professional society and an NGO that deals with regulators, back again to regulation field and quality and putting guidelines for products and good manufacturing practices and stuff like that. So I worked with them on a multilateral project between the Food and Drug Administration, which is the equivalent authority to what I work here in Egypt, and the WHO to create a curriculum for regulators in low and middle income countries. Why this is important? Simply because we have bad healthcare products in the market because regulators don't know how to regulate this, don't know how to create policies, don't know how to revise the scientific background around every product. And I attended a lot of FDA scientific events, and I explored the intersection between the regulatory policies, the industry, and the economic impact, and the scientific research and global harmonization effort. It seems to be so much and overwhelming, but actually this was the mindset that I structured my program. I didn't want to go into a very small specific detail of research, but I just want to get the whole idea, how things are connected together, how economics is connected to pharmaceutical policies and stuff like that. So, working with FDA and RAPS and WHO and at one part at CDC, which is the Center of Disease Control, which I hope Egypt will do something like that, just make me gain another level of professionalism. Sorry. Here are all the conferences and workshops that I invested my time being there. So I tried to attend a project management, which is a very important skill for health professionals, social justice workshop, because you can't deal with the social part except if you know what about human rights, what is social justice, and several meetings and workshops and about topics such as identity, social justice, resilience, which is actually, I am so fascinated of the resilience of the Egyptian people and our resilience in getting into the event this morning. In addition to weekly seminar of HIV and leadership, of course. And the most rewarding part of it was attending ESPER conference, which is the regulatory, which is about health economics. I'm also a feminist. So I like to work in the sexual awareness arena. So I attended and invested some of my time in Emory, knowing and getting some trainings in sexual health awareness and empowering women and really getting the good knowledge to women. Okay, those are fields that are newly exposed to pharmacoepidemiology, which is the study of use and effective drug in a well-defined population. Accomplishing this study, it borrows from both pharmacology and epidemiology. The second one, which is the most important to me, is social and administrative pharmacy research, which actually what we need more in Egypt, which integrates knowledge of pharmacy and pharmaceuticals with theories and concepts from other disciplines. So actually I can work with every one of you, one matter you work in. So I can work with economics, with sociologists, with psychology, with management sciences, education, epidemiology, history, and law. I have done also a lot of volunteering activities, and mainly in health communication. So how many see the campaign of IFSL بتاعت القمامة? Do anyone know what he should do after he see the advertisement? Me myself, I really don't know. أنا مش عارفة فعلا ممكن أعمل إيه بعد ما شفت الإعلان بتاع إفصل، لأنه الإعلان ما وصلنيش أي مسج واضحة. So what should I do? That's exactly what happens in health. Sometimes we do a lot of ناس بتتكلم ومذيعين بيتكلموا في التلفزيون، لكن في الآخر مفيش good, effective, right health communication message.